to another adventure. My name's Dave. Welcome to Van Camp 402. Thanks for being here. We are just south of Wood River, Nebraska, trying to track down some Sandhill Cranes today. I did come out last night and stayed overnight in a wildlife management area. It's kind of a mouthful, sorry. Wood River West Wildlife Management Area. Exit 300 right off the interstate. You got about a mile gravel road, which actually I appreciated. That kind of keeps the riffraff. You know, you're not going to have somebody just kind of cruising through. They got to go a mile on gravel. Usually somebody's going to just jump off the interstate and mess with you. Great sleep last night. Great camp. Tonight's sleeping location is kind of up in the air, and it's going to be kind of fun. Either we could do a truck stop, we could come back here again, and I will here this morning. Once we get coffee going, I'll show you folks around a little bit. So the other places we could stay is Fort Carney State Recreation Area. Also, there's a couple like War Axe or Cheyenne. Those are all right on the interstate too, and I kind of am leaning towards not that. I had interstate noise all night last night. Kind of like some quiet. We also are battling some wind today. Our adventure today is Cranes, hopefully a cool cemetery. I want to show you guys that. Let's get this thing going. Our first order of business is some coffee. Going with the Folgers Black Silk this morning. Always delicious. And I think I've mentioned it before. I do highly recommend, if you're doing a percolator, get a small filter. Put a small filter in there. Greatly reduces the grounds that ends up in the coffee at the bottom. Let's get this guy loaded up. As you can see, we just got a beautiful sunrise going today. Really hitting off that water. Oh, wow, beautiful. We gotta go check that out real quick. Beautiful. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to stay here. I was hoping this cornfield right behind me would be a landing pad for some cranes. They'll come out of the river in the morning and come over into these cornfields and feed. We do have a group flying right at us. Now they're veering off. They probably saw me. But this is where we spent the night last night. And it's just basically a parking lot. You can see the interstate's right over there, cruising along. But nice little wildlife management area here. We're getting some good footage this morning. It is windy and cold. The wind chill is like 24 right now. Staying tucked behind the van, it just a little too chilly here. It also uses a little bit of a blind just to stay next to your vehicle. Got another group coming right over top of me. That's so cool. Just one guy looking for his buddies. That's gonna be a great day. Let's get back in here, check the coffee situation. We percolating yet? Close. I do have the buddy heater running this morning. I should have last night used that Wave 3, but the buddy heater right now is working great. It's cranking it back up in here, showing 75. It was pretty cold in here last night. It got down to like 45 or something. Not too bad, not horrible. I couldn't see my breath. We'll need that Wave 3 tonight. It was chilly. Oh, you know what made it not so chilly though? We did get a new blanket. Heather subscriber and awesome sister-in-law got me hooked up on a new Iowa Hawkeyes blanket. Caitlin Clark just smashed all-time scoring record, and I've been a huge Iowa fan since Atlantic, Iowa in 1984, I think. I'm old. Heather made me a brand new blanket for the van, kept me nice and toasty warm last night, so thank you, Heather. We are percolating. So now, set your timer for 8 minutes, and we'll have some delicious coffee. Man, what a beautiful morning. We got sunrise on a sand pit lake right here. Our game plan today, and cheers everyone. Good morning, man, look at that. Oh man, so good. And the flavor of percolator coffee. Itinerary for today, we're gonna probably try and head over and find that cemetery. A really cool old cowboy type cemetery, and I can't remember exactly what happened. We'll research it as we get over there. You know how good I am with all that stuff. But right now, we're just gonna enjoy the coffee, enjoy the morning in a really good spot here. Like I said, I'm at Wood River West Wildlife Management Area. It is on iOverlander and Google Maps and stuff. You wanna hit exit 300 and then take about a mile of gravel, and you'll be back here and you'll be on a lake. I like that it's just a little, it's like a block away from the interstate instead of just being right on the interstate. I did have some kids pull in last night. I couldn't tell which way that was gonna go. They immediately lit a fire, but they stayed down by the water there. I think they probably would have stayed a lot longer, but they knew I was here. So I appreciated that. They did leave. Oh, it was probably about 9 o'clock. So I thought it was gonna be a late night with kids partying, but they got out of here. We are today, and this is going to be a battle, is the wind. I just checked the forecast. It's supposed to be 17 mile an hour winds, and that's just the constant with gusts up to 30 all day long. That isn't good for video and sound. I don't know if you know that or not. But I'm kind of hoping it kind of keeps the birds down a little bit and just keeps them in, you know, like in a cornfield in a spot so I can get them. I'm going to enjoy coffee and breakfast. We'll check back in here in a little bit. From inside here, I'll give you a quick little 360 of where we're parked at. Not too bad, but just right across that lake is the interstate. My plan was to kind of go for a walk, but looking now, the fence line I was going to walk is just, I mean, it's just getting blasted by the north wind. We might just move a little bit. We need to drive just a touch. I can see in a cornfield right over there. And this is kind of the game that you play with these cranes. They're bouncing all around, especially with the wind. I don't know that they're moving as much this morning as they normally do. I see a huge flock over there. I think we're gonna just go poke around a little bit. I am gonna step out here real quick and I'll, let's just do it right now. Let's look at the wildlife management area here for a second. So I did have a great sleep. I highly recommend this spot. Would stay here again, might stay here again tonight. We're gonna see what happens. I am gonna be battling some wind here, so we'll try and stay tucked into the trees. But as I walk over here, you can see right here, nice little boat ramp. They do have a sign, camping limited to 3 days in a 6-day period. So you can hear the interstate. It's just right there, constant. Yeah, I can see a huge flock over there in a field. Let's get some camera gear ready. Jump back in the van. I'm gonna show you the wind here for a second. Oh man, we gotta get back in. You can feel the wind chill. I mean, it's cold. Woo. God dang. Oh. We're gonna be in the van a lot today, I think. And that's okay, I don't mind. It works great as a blind. I will open up this window and we'll shoot out that, and I'll show you more of that stuff later when we get the big lens and the tripods and all that out. All right, for right now, let's just cruise over. Let's cruise past that cornfield real quick and see what we're dealing with here. Great overnight here. Great overnight. If this is an option, we may end up staying here again tonight, but we'll see what happens. This will be part of the adventure today. Doing the Nikon 200 to 500 on this trip. And this is an old dog. but it still works. Nikon's updated this lens, I think, twice now, especially in with the Z mount. I have the F mount with an F mount adapter. We've got that. We are going to grab out of here, and I don't use this a ton, but we're going to grab the monopod today. Put that back. I did bring, so I've had this, I don't know how much you guys know photography stuff. This is it's like a knockoff gimbal head. I've had this thing for years. It's been on the floor of the garage. For a long lens, it works really well. It's got you can see how smooth the movements are with it. And the same deal for panning. It's a really smooth, it's like dampened. And it works great with long lenses. I may end up throwing this on my tripod for birds in flight. We may be adding this today to our repertoire, but we got our lens out. I think we're ready to rock and roll. What I like to do is have everything, when I'm out doing birds, I like to have everything right on the front seat. Just grab and go. You know, this stuff can be hit and miss, and it works really, really well just to have this thing loaded up, ready to go, sitting on the front seat. Pull up to a stop in a cornfield. I don't have to move. I don't have to do anything. Right out the window and get some pictures. Let's get the shot. Just crossed over the Platte River, scoping out a couple of maybe possible overnight camping spots. I'm really leaning towards just heading down to Fort Carney. We'll see, we'll play it all by ear. But we're heading down to our next spot here. Kind of excited just for myself. I've always wanted to explore this little thing. Hopefully we can find it with no problems. All right, I'll see you there. It's just brutal today. Just this little tree makes it all better. This is a cool spot. Put this on your list. Come on out here. This is a neat thing. I love that marker. And then I'll show you, but there's a bunch of boots on fence posts. And if you folks don't know why ranchers did that, why, and if you're driving through ranch country, Nebraska, Iowa, go past like farmers' fields, and they'll have boots on their old boots on the fence posts. And the reason for that is, and there's actually a reason for that, the direction the boot is pointing is the direction to the ranch, to home. So if you are caught in a blizzard or a snowstorm, you know that, hey, I just got to get to that fence line, and whatever direction the boot is pointing, that's the way I got to walk to get home so I don't get lost. And it actually makes sense. Fun fact for you today. As we stand on Boot Hill, the direction the boots point, that's how you get back home. I'm gonna put you guys inside, out of the wind, just for a minute. I'm gonna change the lens and do some pictures while we're here. This has been super cool. I think that's some of the best flight footage I've ever gotten of birds flying. They're really working, there's like a little clearing right over there, and they're kind of working this little cornfield, and they keep just doing loops. Man, that's some cool stuff. Mission complete. And we're not even done. We're just getting started. It's still early morning. Oh, we got to get this. They're going again here. Watch this. I'll just do it on the phone here. Wanted to show you folks what we're doing right now. The van just works so well as a blind. I just open this little side window and I can rest this lens right here, and we can get some really good stuff. Working out really good. I got the sun over my shoulder illuminating the cranes, and they keep working this field right here. Something will stir them up, they'll take off, and then boom, another group comes back around. Let's do a couple still pictures here. That stupid microphone keeps sliding, hitting me in the face. Try and lock it. I think we got this covered right here. This has been neat.
Continue for 3 miles.
That was all pretty cool. It's about 11 o'clock right now. Our light's starting to really shift into not very good. Being a good photographer or a good filmmaker, you need to know when not to shoot. And right now, it's just towards the end there, I could tell that the light just wasn't working. We are going to work our way, and I do think we're just going to do Fort Carney tonight. My main reason for that is the wind. All those recreation areas that I were looking at, and that's stuff you got to think about when you're going out to camp, but every single one of them is on the north side of the interstate with a cornfield, and there's no corn. So the wind's supposed to be out of the north just hard all day and even into tomorrow. But Fort Carney is out of the wind, and I think that's gonna, I can plug in, use electric cooking, and we'll have electric heat tonight. I can, there's a cool little trail I'll show you guys. We're gonna walk up and see, hopefully see some cranes at sunset. So that is the plan. I think it's a sign. So I've stayed at Fort Carney several times, and they have a really nice Iron Ranger here. You just use this. Electric hookup, $25 a night. It is winter rates right now, so it's only $20. I just did a lap through. Everything just kind of lined up. And I want to grab this site before somebody else pulls in. There's a huge stack of firewood, and it backs up to the trail that you walk down to see the cranes in the evening, which I don't know if you can tell, there's a few around here. Oh, it's all just, I'm feeling good about this. I'm going to get registered real quick. We're going to be in site 120 at Fort Carney State Recreation Area, and should be a good afternoon. Get registered here real quick. I've had this before. Trying to get these out of here, sometimes it can literally just be about impossible. I have big fat monkey fingers and oh, come on. Can't get the dang thing out. I have to go get like a pair of pliers. I don't know what to do. I can't get it out of there. I got it. We had to go grab a tool. I needed just like that to get the little envelope. I just could not get that envelope out of there. Been rejuvenated. Money's been deposited. We are checked in. Everything's all on the up and up. We have made it to camp. I do need to, I'm going to pull up a little bit. I need to level the left side. It's pretty sloped. I'll show you all that in just a second here. But I think we've got a great campsite. Got a huge pile of firewood over here that someone left us. We're going to use the van right here to block the wind for the fire. And then also with the door on this side, the wind's strong out of the north. And then right behind me here, I just want to swing this around and show you. But we have lakefront property. Pile of firewood someone left us. Whoever was here and did this, thank you so much. If you watch the videos, please comment. That's going to make my night. That's can't be more excited about that. We're going to get this fire pit going here in just a little bit. Beautiful campground, beautiful place. Bathrooms close, got power, $20. Boom. All right, I'm going to get the van leveled up, and I'll check back in when we're getting ready for some lunch. Let's do a little bathroom. Holy cow. I know they've had some wind and stuff, and I wonder if critters got into that and pulled it out of the trash, but all right, I'll get some gloves. We'll probably have to get some of this cleaned up. Just needs to go into there. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, very nice. We'll do 2 thumbs up. Oh, that's the women's. Uh-oh. I thought it was the men's. Not too bad. 2 thumbs up. I think we've got a good spot here. We're checked in. I'm a touch early. Hopefully that's not a problem. And I've got a beautiful lake right across the road, right behind us. I'm gonna chill out for a minute. I need to make some lunch. I still haven't done that yet. We'll check back in after lunch. I'm just doing soup and a sandwich, nothing too spectacular. We are doing red beans and rice for dinner. I know you're excited about that. I am. I am looking forward to that. We're gonna chill out for a little bit, eat some lunch, and I'll check back in with you folks in a little bit.
we've had lunch. Absolutely stunning. Soup and a sandwich was perfect for camp. Got the dishes washed already, so I'm already ahead of the game. And right now I'm just walking down. Let's spin you around. Walking down this trail here. So really nice. Just kind of runs. It's actually the hike bike trail that goes all the way across that we'll be out on later. We're just going the other direction. And I wanted to walk down here to see if I could see the cranes out in a cornfield out here. So we'll see what happens. I can hear a few, but not very many. I was hoping this cornfield would have some. Sounds like they're all just up in the sky. We didn't see any. I was hoping I could just kind of sneak down at the end of this line of trees and pop out and have a whole bunch of sand hills right there, but I'm glad I didn't bring my big camera. It was not needed. I've done this bridge, holy cow, I think I've done it 3-4 times and never had a group of cranes come in. You'll see this bridge, it's interesting, you know, just like an hour before dusk, all of a sudden the parking lot just fills up. I was like, and it was, 2-3 years ago when I was camping here, all of a sudden the whole place just filled up. I was like, I've been here all day waiting. This is my spot. I'd been out, I scoped out a spot, the whole deal. Oh no, it didn't matter. I think a lot of people like from Carney, Grand Island that live close, hey, let's run out and see if we can see them tonight. Which, that's awesome, man. So cool, everybody getting outside for this stuff. It's gonna be a little busier later. And it has been all day. A lot of folks in and out of the park. And they're all looking for the cranes. It's that time of year out here. This is the trail we're walking down right here in front of me. And then just to the left, here's the van and our campsite. Absolutely incredible. But you keep going here. So van's down there, walk up this little hill, and you keep going down this trail. You can see some folks down there actually right now. But you keep going down that trail, and that's where we're gonna go tonight to check out the birds. Couldn't be better. It's all right here. And I have the last campsite in this row, so I'm the closest to the trail. And then when we get done with that, we'll come back, we'll have a great fire. Every time you guys see me right now, I'm in a different shirt or something. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit. As we get a little bit darker, the temperature starts dropping. You can feel the wind out of the north. Glad I have electric tonight. What I wanted to say, I've just been doing some really cool photo walks. I just did a lap over by that lake, and I got some really cool still stuff, so I'm going to drop that in right now. Been a great afternoon. The temperature was just like perfect all afternoon and no bugs, but it's just so nice. It feels like I have this whole side of the park to myself. Enjoying the trails, enjoying the photography today, really having a good day with it. Trying to keep stuff real simple with that. Hopefully you guys enjoy the pictures, and we still have sunset cranes and sunset, a fire and dinner yet tonight. Just a great day. I'm doing right now, and I got to keep my voice down. There's a bunch of people around. Hopefully you can hear me. What I'm doing right now, I'm shooting right into the sun. Beautiful Platte River sunset right now. I'm always happy. I had my first big lens comment. Oh yeah. That's a nice big lens. For a situation like this, my wide angle gets the best pictures. We're not gonna see any cranes. Not one of them is gonna drop down in this area. Done this 4 or 5 years now. It's a beautiful sunset on the Platte River is what it is. And I do appreciate people getting out on this bridge. The cranes do not come around. There's too many people. And I'm okay with that. It's, you know, it's all good. Look at all of us out here enjoying the outdoors. Really happy with the campsite we chose tonight. It's gonna be nice to have power. We are walking back. A lot of people out here. Oh man, everybody wants to talk too, which that's okay. All right, we're heading back to the van. That was challenging for me to shoot. There were a lot of people up there trying to shoot some video and just, oh hey, that's a nice camera. And I appreciate folks, it's awesome. I'm just trying to work for just a second. It's all good. No harm meant by anybody. I just had to get out of there. It got too busy. I bet there were 60 people up on that bridge tonight. I just never seen cranes on that bridge before. But we did get some good stuff, I thought. I'm gonna get this tripod head off here, and actually my first order of business is get the fire going. We have some firewood to burn. Somebody left us some, which was really, really nice of them. Let's get after that. Not a bad fire tonight. And like I was saying, thank you to whoever left all that firewood. Just getting ready to get dinner started up. I do have someone camping right over there, so we just got to keep it down tonight. They are van camp just like we are. How cool is that? Good fire tonight, good fire. Folks, kind of been a long day. I've been up since 6:10 or something. I'm gonna let the fire burn down. We've had a great day, man. Really cool stuff. Always love getting out here for this event. It's one of my favorites. It was kind of cool. My mom actually kind of introduced me to the crane stuff, and this was way before I was doing any photography at all. I want to say this was like 94, 95, something like that. She reserved a blind with the Rose Sanctuary, and we drove out and stayed overnight, got up super early at a hotel, I think just south of Grand Island, came over into the blind, and I got to see the cranes lift off. And like I said, I wasn't doing any photography at the time. I just got to watch the whole thing. Always carried that with me. It's been a really cool thing. She's gone now, so I try and keep coming out to the cranes. It's good stuff. Everybody, thanks for being here. I will see you all in the morning. I don't know if you can tell, I am tired. Outside, a lot of wind. We'll see you folks in the morning when we're packing up to head out. All right, good morning, folks. The water is calm on the lake this morning. It was chilly last night. That's one thing, man, having electric heat. Oh, we got a crane right over the top of it. So cool. Had a great sleep last night, and I knew I would. I was tired from the night before. Just having electric, in the wintertime, it makes it easier. You can see my breath. It's cold out here tonight, and couldn't have been more comfortable. I do appreciate being off grid, and then every once in a while, so we did one night off and one night on. Second night was a lot more comfortable. I just got a few things to pick up here. I tried to clean up a little bit last night before I hit the sack. We'll be getting on the road here shortly. It's been a great trip. Man, yesterday was awesome. Boot Hill. It's kind of funny. I think that was kind of my highlight of the day. I just thought that little spot was really cool. Cranes were awesome though. It's good stuff. All right, let's get some stuff loaded up, and I'll see you as we're getting on the road. Well, folks, this morning for coffee, and it's my last packet, I'm going to use the black roasting coffee, and this is an instant packet, and I actually, I don't mind it when it's cold. I saved a little water. All you do, pour a little water in, and then you just pour the coffee packet in and stir it up, and it is delicious, and I don't mind it cold at all. It's actually pretty good that way. Grab a stirring utensil. Now just stir that in. And you can see man, it tastes so good. It does. It's so smooth. It's weird. Black Coffee Roasting Company, and they are out of Montana. They do ship online. Man, please support that business. Great to have in a hiking pack in the morning, and if you're tent camping in the middle of Timbuktu. Really good coffee. And that's what we're doing this morning. I only have a couple more things to grab. I did leave the water jug out last night. I didn't think it was supposed to get that cold. God dang, the thing's frozen. We're about ready. The only thing I got to do, I think, is the front window screen, unplug, get the little table and the shovel in. We'll be on the road. Ready to head home. Cheers. Good morning. I'm gonna have to get more of that. Yeah, that was my last one. Bummer.